I had relations with a pig. That's called porking.
Ugh, that's tasteless.
No, ma'am, that's tasteless adjacent.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tasteless Adjacent episode, I don't know, we recorded one that got fucked up. What is this, 18, 17,
I
19?
think this is 19 because, yeah, we're here, continue with your beginning.
Whatever, fucking, that's the professionalism you get on this fucking podcast. All right, Tasteless Adjacent episode, read the description, asshole. I'm Jay Chowder. We got Bone.
Hey.
It's Slopdog.
Hello.
And we are here this week on whatever podcast this is. And I just got back. I'm in a pilot parking lot. My wife is showering.
I do like pilots.
It's
like
not bad.
Better.
We go to either one, but the Loves one is always a long fucking line. So my wife is actually in there.
Clean.
They're both pretty clean. Dude, I tell you, at Iowa 80, in Iowa off I-80, fucking those bathrooms are awesome. Like, we went into one, and my youngest son goes, are we in a hotel? Did we rent a hotel room? And she's like, no. He's like, is there more? He's like, no, it's just a shower. But it was very nice that my kid who's used to bathing, in a van down by the river, with a bucket on a ladder. It's like, what's this bathroom? And so we do take real showers, but usually I trick stuff. But
when they come down, they can live in real luxury and stay in my shed.
A mansion? You let us stay in the extra mansion? Oh man! But
Notice gonna be out there scrubbing himself in the pool.
I'm gonna have to scrub myself. Yeah. You get the pool open?
Yeah, the pool will be open. We got I don't want you let it hear, but we're getting him for his birthday a trampoline. So.
What's that? Papanopoulos?
A trampoline.
I don't even know.
Dr. Huxtable? What?
Very nice.
A trampoline. Well, but you ever remember the Simpsons episode when Homer's in the morning, he's looking through the paper and it says for sale, a used trampoline, and he just goes, trampoline, and he runs out the door, and Marge's like, oh Jesus.
So he can jump into the pool with him.
Yes.
I've
seen how those videos turn out.
But just like, I don't know if like there's a way to like hide it from your insurance company, but like that's how we got screwed because we got a trampoline, and they at some point came and like just did like a random inspection or whatever, and then we got a thing in the mail saying they were going to cancel our insurance because we had a trampoline, and so then Jay looked into it and nobody else would like take us, so like with the trampoline, so he was or it was like a lot of extra money. I don't remember how much, but it was a lot. So we had to take down our trampoline. That's why I have that bounce house I set up, because we had to get rid of our trampoline.
We've been here for years. They've never done a spot check. Like,
yeah, so
I had my old house for 7 years and we never had a spot check.
Exactly. Like Jay's owned the house, I don't know, probably 12 or 13 years now, like, or maybe longer. I'm not even sure. But like they, it's just a random thing. So like, I don't know. I'm just telling you to be careful. Like, I don't know if there's a way you can hide it somehow. I have no idea. But
just put a big blanket over it. Nothing to see under this big blanket in the yard.
Nothing here. But I'm gonna tell you, because I loved having the trampoline. Like the kids loved it. We all loved it. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like, what the fuck? So I just wanted to like warn you, in case they like try to get you. I don't know.
Well. I don't know. Well, we'll get it, and we'll see where it goes.
And then they give you the warning, then get rid of it.
They don't know we have a dog either, so.
Oh yeah.
But like, it shouldn't matter. Like, as long as you're, I don't know. It's just frustrating. You know what I mean? But
oh my God!
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I think it's frustrating because like, you see these people who've had the trampoline in their backyard for like 25 years. It's like rusted. It's falling apart, and you're like, oh my God, they should just take that thing down. And it still stays there, and I'm like, what the fuck? But like it's brand new. Like it had the safety enclosure. Like it wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like somebody's gonna get hurt on it. Like it was how it was supposed to be, and we get screwed. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm so sorry. That does stink. Oh, you gotta take it. Oh man, try to sell it back to like, no way. You're like, fuck me. I'm stuck with this garbage.
One of the ladies I work with, she's like, oh, I'll take it. I'm like, fine. because then I didn't have to because what am I gonna do with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't keep
No
it.
one wants
So,
it.
and then
But I love.
like,
Go ahead.
so
Go
that's
ahead.
how we came up with the bounce house, because I kept thinking how the hell am I gonna get something like that? You know what I mean? And the bounce house is something that you put up for a while, then you can take it down, so it's fine. Whereas,
Good for
like,
parties.
yeah,
All that
but
shit.
anyway, so that's it.
Well, remind me of the trampoline. Clearly you've been trying to get something out for 10 minutes. You fuck. Now I think the joke's gone. But I just remember the trampoline. The Bo mentioned his dog. I remember he stink fingered a bunch of women on a trampoline once. And so funny he mentioned the Sharon doesn't know he's got a dog either, because he also stink fingers his dog. Oh boy, that's a stretch. I'm gonna kill myself now. Oh my god.
I did make her scrambled eggs tonight, so.
Oh boy, is that a way of saying you fucked her deep? I really scrambled his dog's eggs.
She likes scrambled eggs, man. I put cheese in them and some cheddar.
Yeah, I was there when you made them. Gross. But anyway,
It's the same thing I fed to my son. I made a big batch. I gave half to Bandit, half to my son.
the son, you're like, these got burnt a little. You can deal with these. Baby Angel, these are the precious eggs. Poor kid gets burnt eggs, your dog, you're fucking him and giving her eggs. And,
Yikes. But yeah, we want to get a trampoline. Like, I am a little worried about that, but I don't know. I'm gonna throw the dice and chance it. Good thing we're getting the expensive one.
Are you gonna put it by the pool?
No, we're gonna put it to the right of the other side of the house. So
when we come down, we can use it. The boys will love it. So, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? You're gonna see me naked come out of your guest room. I'm just gonna be covered in soap and go, "Hey, I'm gonna jump in the pool real quick."
nice. Looking forward to that. So,
another reason for your wife to go, "Yeah, I'm glad they're back down."
I did want to mention, I think we kind of mentioned it in the intro, but I just wanted to mention it again to the 4 or 5 people that listen.
Thanks, 4 or 5.
The podcast did not end. We just didn't put out an episode last week because we had some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened, but we had messed with the volume a little bit, and we did a kind of a sound test, and I was sick, so I don't think I was just like, whatever, I don't fucking give a shit. I'm fucking depressed. I'm sad. I'm fucking sick again. And I hate when you're really sick, right? And you can't masturbate. And then when you're done, when you're fucking good, you're good to go, and you've been drinking so much orange juice because you're sick, right? That fucking next fucking shootout is gonna break through the door. You know what I mean? He hits the door like a shotgun. Boom! You know what I mean? Woo! Good times. I can't drink orange juice anymore. Too much acid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It gives you the heartburn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens to me.
Yeah.
I feel like that the guy from Indiana Jones, nope Shabbat. He's like, oh, like,
cover your heart, cover your heart. Thanks, short round. And oh man, oh my God, my neighbors were Chinese when we lived. Like both our neighbors on both sides were Chinese, and I don't know if I ever told this story, but when before we sold the house, before we did, Nate was always craving Wendy's. So I was running out late to get Wendy's and bring it back. And he would see me and he'd go, "Wendy's, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they put up his hand like money. Oh, that's a lot of money. I think I told him, who gives a fuck? And whatever. We're episode what? And I'm already told him repeat. Who gives a fuck? You didn't listen to the other one, so maybe you'll never know. And but anyway, so he puts his hand up like, "Ooh, that's money. Oh my God. Wendy's." Like, "Oh, that's a lot of money." And I go, yeah, that's a little bit. And then I kept doing it. And then he would do it and see me and kind of give me an eye and do like the money thing. And I got to a point where I was dodging him. Like I'd look out to see if he was there. So I didn't want him to see me going to get Wendy's, or if I went out and got Wendy's, I'd be looking around before I got out of my car, and I'd run into the house with the bag kind of covering it so my neighbor wouldn't see me with Wendy's.
It's just fucking Wendy's. It's not gourmet food.
No, I know. And then like I was gone forever how long? And I don't know what they thought happened to my family or what happened. And I randomly show back like a year later to sell my house. The grass is overgrown. No one's been in the house for the year. Everyone's like, "Where the fuck have you been?" And then I was like, "Oh man!" And I wish I thought of it at the moment to tell the guy, "Too much Wendy's, buddy. Sorry, gotta sell my house."
Or like when he asked you where you been, you could have been like, "Wendy's."
Wendy's. Now I gotta sell my house. And then he's like, "What the fuck?" And then fucking another guy, neighbor, other side,
was a Chinese neighbor as well, and they were afraid of our dog, so we would always go, try and keep him away. But then our dog Gus would get out, and I remember him running after him, and the dad was like, "Run, run!" to his son, and I was like, "No, it's fine." And I was like, I remember one time I had to corner this little dog. I was only in my underwear, so I'm in the middle of his yard, like doing football moves, trying to get my dog, as they're afraid of our dog hiding in the doorway. And then I brought him back.
Gus?
Of our dog Gus, that little Lhasa.
I thought you meant your little monsters now, not the
no, Gus. So eventually I got Gus. I brought him back inside, and from all the commotion, Gus threw up, but he'd eaten rice or something, so rice was in his puke. And I go, oh, I guess he did get our neighbor's kid. Because he pukes up rice or whatever the fuck. And
Slopdog's like, no laugh.
God. Oh my God, you want to hear no laugh? I was at this place, this tattoo shop. They wanted to get a couple finger tattoos. We were set an appointment, dropped off a deposit. It's like, not too expensive. And then so they wanted to get tattoos. And then the guy, a very nice guy, but him and this other guy going into like Illuminati shit, this place in California. I forgot the name of it because he said he was just there. Like, what is that? He said there's like a big owl, and supposedly like all these rich and powerful people go there and they sacrifice babies and stuff. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah. He's like, that's crazy, right? And I go, well, unless the kid, doesn't sleep through the night, no laughs in any of the tattoo shop. They gave me a hit. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I thought it was very funny. And I was very upset I got no laughs. And so that was that. Yeah, I don't get laughs all the time. And but you said before the podcast we had to wait for Bone, you were shitting and you were rushing, so I felt bad. I didn't want to rush you because I hate it if you're wiping your ass and like your finger slips through toilet paper and you just keep repeatedly fingering your asshole. You're like, Jesus Christ, I wish I didn't rush. Right? You ever do that? No.
No.
I've gotten a little shit on my finger before, but I don't repeatedly the toilet paper ripped and just start fucking finger banging my asshole.
Oh man, me neither.
That kind of sounds like when you. I hate when that happens. And I just repeatedly just keep jamming my fingers in my ass.
That's not how you. No, it's just because you're Russian.
I don't understand. Sorry, brother.
Boy, it sounds like this podcast's going to have technical difficulties, too. There's no laughs in this one either, folks. Oh, boy. We've lost any flavor we had. And
we went out to Hibachi last night. We took my son for the first time. He's like...
how did that go?
5 going on 6. It went well. He was a little afraid of the fire at first. I'm not going to lie. I'm still a little afraid of the fire because... when
it feels hot on your face.
It's really hot. It feels like my face is being burned off. And I'm like... what if the gas is leaking? And then when he ignites the thing, it just explodes. And then we have to go through plastic surgery, and we're a burnt up family.
Oh my God, you gotta look like the bad guy at Roger Rabbit. I forget.
Yeah, I'm like, it's always the worry.
Dude, you change your name. You get all burnt up. You change your name to the Krugers. You'll fucking be awesome.
I did catch the zucchini though in my mouth.
Oh my God, that's so. I feel so weird about that. It's a grown man going, "Open your mouth! I'm gonna throw something in it." And you're like, "Oh my God!" I just sit there like a real fucking piece of shit. And I'm just like, mouth wide open, just like feel like less of a man. I'm just like, "Oh my God!" Throwing meat in my mouth.
Bounced right off my son's head though. He was a good try for his first time. But yeah, he enjoyed it. He had fun. He's just like, yeah. He's like, can we do that again? I'm like, yeah, well, maybe we'll invite the Slopdogs next time.
Slopdogs.
Yeah, I enjoyed it when I went a while back now, but it was good.
Yeah, we went to a place in Colchester. It was real. Like, he didn't eat anything. Like, he tried the noodles. He's like, I don't like them. He tried the chicken. He's like, I don't like it. I don't like the vegetables. He ate the French fries that we got him as a side dish. So I took it all home. So I took it all home and had it for dinner tonight. It was delicious.
Oh, delicious.
And
Don't
my wife was going to throw hers out. She had some rice and some vegetables and some steak left over. And she had gotten the lobster tail and the filet mignon because, I'm paying. And, I'm just like, I'll take the steak hibachi. And my wife's like, I'll take the the lobster tail and the filet mignon. It's like,
Did you say, hey, listen, we're not out with your rich family. We're out with fucking me.
so like hers alone was like $40, and
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
but no, so she was gonna throw the rest. She's like, no, I don't need a box for it, and there was like a quarter of it there. It was a good. I'm like, you should save that. I didn't want to say I want to eat that because I'm the
In front of everybody.
I'm the only one out of like the 10 people around the table that finished their food.
Yeah.
And so
I don't know if I want to eat that too.
I
would
wanna
love
eat that too. I paid for that. So I'm just like,
Dude, I would love the people sitting next to you were like, do you want my leftovers as well, pal? I mean, Jesus Christ. You seem to be really
okay?
making. Are you still hungry? I'll buy you an extra meal.
So, well, I was trying to tell her, I'm like, we're trying to eat healthier. I'm like, there's meat and vegetables in there. You can have it before lunch, before work. And she's just like, fine. She's like, I'll take it. And she's like, I'm not going to eat it. I'm like, okay. So I already knew. I'm eating that. I'm eating that one. I'm eating that one for lunch today, and I'm eating my son's for dinner.
Dude, I know, like, at the restaurant, if we go to for, like anything, I'll go, all right, and we went one time to, like, a breakfast thing. We're like, all right, everyone eat kind of light. We're not really trying to spend a lot of money. So I'm like, all right, I'll have, like, the pigs in the blanket, whatever. My son goes, I'll have the steak, please, steaks and cakes. And we're like, dude, and then, like, you know, she's like, 8 or 10 ounce. He's like, the 10 ounce, please. What the fuck are you doing? We just said order light player. And then, like, another time, Nay and I, before we had kids, went out to dinner. And then there was like steak with a bone on it, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take this home. And then she's like, no, you're not. You just want to chew on that bone. And of course, you're not doing that. And I go, I'm just gonna tell her it's for our dog. She's like, if you do that, I'm gonna tell them we don't have a dog. You're just a fat fuck who wants to eat off a bone like a pig, and that you don't feel like doing, like, you know, you feel embarrassed to eat it in public like that, so you're just gonna do it at home in front of me. She's like, no.
Oh, I remember eating pork chops, and then because mom, we would get the cheaper pork chops with just that one little piece of good meat in the middle, and that's all I would eat was that little piece of that little medallion in the middle. This kid would take his, he would eat all the grizzle and the fat and all the brown meat, and then he'd just be watching TV chewing on the bones.
That's right. And then when you're done, you can then use the bone, figure your asshole with it. You're like, look at all the purposes of this bone. I got my money's worth on this pork chop. You know what I mean?
It's all greased up with the pork
fat. I got porked by
Oh.
the pork chop bone. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my wife just came home from work, and so there was 3 containers in there last night. There was my son's dinner, my son's French fries, and what was left of her dinner. So she took the one container out. I saw her, she went in the fridge, she took it out, and I'm just like, that's French fries. She's like, what? I'm like, she's like, what happened to my meal? I'm like, I ate it. And she's like, what? I'm like, you said you weren't gonna eat it, so I had it for lunch. She's like, fine. So there was like this little cookies and cream cup that she got from Walmart as well that wasn't open yet. So she picked it up and she looked at it. She's like, why is there a piece missing? I'm like, I wanted to try that too. And then she picked up the lemon one, and she's like, there's a piece missing out of this one too.
I want to try that as well.
And then I'm just like, why? Yeah, I wanted to try that one too.
She's like, I hate you guts. Did she like go to pick up your meal and go, can I have yours then? And you're like, no, well, that's mine. I mean, that's mine. Now she's gonna next time she's gonna make
that to baby Angel.
yeah, the baby angel, bitch. And
Hey, I did all the laundry in the house today. I folded it. I swept. I vacuumed. I rug cleaned all the rugs.
So starve, bitch.
I was hungry because I put a lot of work in.
Yeah. You want to eat? Suck the cum out my dick. That's what you'll eat tonight for dinner. And you fucking want something else to top it off? I'm gonna punch you in the mouth and you drink your blood, bitch.
What is going on?
Yeah, what have you become, Bone? Fucking monster.
Wow. That went way off the rails.
That's how it happened? Oh, sorry. And
It's hey, is your daughter in Girl Scouts, Slopdog?
Was, but not anymore. We did it last year. And she's just so shy, and then it's like, It just didn't work this year.
I just think I remember those Raymond. Remember he fights the lady that sold him the cookies?
Well, I got 3 boxes of cookies and nobody else in the house. I'm like trying to get my son, and he's just like, "Nah, I don't want to try those." I'm like, "They're fucking cookies. They're pure sugar." I'm like, "Why don't you want to try
What's
them?"
your favorite?
He's
What's
like,
your favorite? What's your one?
My favorite is Samoa's.
Those I'd say second. My favorite's the peanut butter patty ones, whatever those are called.
The tagalongs.
Tagalongs.
Those are my those are my second.
Oh yeah, it's the opposite for me. Yeah. How about you, Slopdog?
Tagalongs, those are my favorite too.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh my god. Get a little
The,
blazing tagalongs. I'll fucking fuck your mother. Yeah.
I got a box of the Samoas, a box of the tagalongs, and a box of just like the butter cookies or the shortbread cookies.
Those aren't bad. Those are
truffles or something.
Yep.
You know what you do with those?
Or whatever.
You take those two regular buttercups, put a tagalong right in the middle. That's a nice fat sandwich for you right there.
Well, I've been going through just taking a 1 out of 1, 1 out of 1, and I realized I ate like a third of each box today.
You just fall asleep, just boxes around you, and your fucking wife's just like, "Are you fucking all right?" Jesus Christ!
You just take a bite out of each cookie and put it back. And when she goes to look at it, she's like,
What is happening, dude? The best story I remember. I worked with a lady, and she was talking about how her kids wanted to join Boy Scouts when they were kids, and she's like, "But then my husband said nah." I'm like, "What?" Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, the kids came in and they want to join Boy Scouts." I said, "All right, let me talk to your father. I think it'll be okay." And then she's like, "Hey, the kids want to join Boy Scouts. What do you think? It should be pretty cool, right?" And he's like, "No, I don't want to join Boy Scouts. They fuck kids." And I was like, I kind of see that. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Boy Scouts got a bad vibe.
Like,
You know, that yellow handkerchief with the metal little thing on it. That's what they grab and reverse it and use it as a fucking horse reins as they fuck the kid in the ass. They're like, yeah, and you're like, Jesus Christ, that's why they got those scarves. Yeah, don't join Boys. I don't know. I was gonna say don't join Boy Scouts. I don't know if that happens for real. I don't want to.
We were talking about putting my son in Boy Scouts.
Don't do it. They fuck kids.
Oh my god! Well,
Weren't you in Boy Scouts?
I was in Cub Scouts.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Pre-Boy Scouts. Well, the place we go to get our Christmas tree, which is right down the road.
Do you get fucked? No.
It's the owner is a Boy Scout leader, one of the main Boy Scout leaders in the area.
Let me your kid.
And the Boy Scouts volunteer, and they go off tips only.
Tips of the boy's dick. That's what they get paid with. Tips of the dick. Oh, they get paid in more ways than you think. You think they're fucking nice? Oh, I'm not getting paid anything. You're getting paid something. Paid in boys' assholes, you fucking sick fuck. Ugh.
Well, I assumed we were going to spend $100 on a Christmas tree. So we went out there, and the kid is, he's a nice kid, and he saws the tree down for you and brings it back, and he tries to tell you tries to tell you about the history of the farm and stuff. They just work off of tips. So the tree was only $60, so I gave him $40 for a tip. And
wow.
Yeah, he's some kid, just doing this is, he only works for tips, and he's not getting paid to do it. So I don't know, I was in the giving spirit.
Christmas time, I got you.
Yeah, I thought it'd be nice, like that kid's,
And then he said, "Hey, I'm also a Cub Scout leader. Let me fuck your kid." What happened here? And I'm like, I don't know, kid. I love you. I'm only busting chops, of course. I don't know if he wants to go in, and I guess whatever. But yeah, be leery, man. Those people are creeps, man. I don't know. I mean, maybe not. I think I'm putting a red. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm like really.
Tonight,
I'm really
on Dateline.
fucking. Yeah, I'm really like following a stereotype here. You know what I mean? Next thing I'll be saying is, I don't know, man. I wouldn't let that color in your house, right? And yeah, I don't know, man. I guess if he's into it, I don't know. I'm sorry. I hope it didn't blow holes in your plans. Yeah.
We're recording, Bubba. Give me a couple minutes, okay?
Oh boy.
Have you guys seen the Boy Scouts Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse?
Yes.
No, is that good?
It's good. I would definitely say watch it. I'm sure it's free somewhere, like on one of the apps, because it came out years ago now. It's pretty funny. It's just goofy. It's fun to watch. It's just fun to watch.
I thought it was really good. I liked it.
Yeah.
I love Shaun of the Dead. That was really good. Or that's kind of a Christmas zombie movie, Anna and the Apocalypse, and it's also a musical. And I'm half a fag, so I love singing in movies. That's the best.
I love singing in movies as well. Not New Kids on the Block, but I do love singing.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Dude, we're learning that fucking dance. Listen, everybody. Anybody listen to New Kids on the Block? Probably not. But we're learning. There's a New Kids on the Block song. Kids, it's their new one. It's fucking awesome. I don't give a fuck. It's fucking great. And it's fucking like, you know, we're still just kids from a nobody town. Still just kids only messing around. Whoa, yeah. Yeah. It's fucking awesome. Awesome. And Slopdog found online that they were showing you how to do the dance. And Slopdog and me are like, fuck yeah, let's do this. And Bo's like, go fuck your mother twice over. That's fucking, I'm not doing that. And he just sends a bunch of memes. He's like, that's gay. Dude, I don't know. It could be dreaming high, and this podcast will never reach more than the 4 people that listen to it. But we get to a point where you can do like a panel or promote it live. I want to come out to the New Kids on the fucking block. And you got to tell people to listen to this podcast so we can eventually come out, choreograph New Kids on the Block song, and we're all dancing. Oh, the fuck, you'll dance if we can get enough people, right, kid?
If we get enough people, I will. If we get 200 people, I will dance.
Oh, man, that would be the fucking best.
Yeah.
Well,
but we are working on getting it on to either Spotify or Apple.
Yes.
Both at the moment, so that'll be easier, I think, for everybody. So you won't have to play it on YouTube. And
yeah, down the road, like hopefully we can, get a sound where we're like, all right, now this is at least doable for people to do on a regular basis, and then get it up more places. So then tell people and like, yeah, because some people might be like, hey man, oh yeah, it's on YouTube, and they're like, I'm not gonna put that. If it's like a podcast on Apple, I'll download it or whatever. And like, nope, sorry, it's only on YouTube. So yeah, down the road, hopefully that'll be on there. And then we can listen to it. We'll learn New Kids on the Block dance.
I will.
And we're still just kids from a nobody town. Oh man,
we got some high hopes. We got some stuff on the back burner. Actually, I'm working on a game. It's a secret project, and that'll be.
We'll see the light of day in 25 years, and
that'll be podcast oriented, and some merch possibly for a merch store. We got some design ideas. So
yeah, if people listen, we'll have it. If no one listens, we won't. And
yeah, that's the plan.
We'll see how it goes, and I don't know.
We'll call the supplier. I'm like, can you just make 4 shirts?
They're like, no.
That's a low quality. Yeah.
Oh, did you guys watch Roadhouse yet? The new Roadhouse?
Yes, I did. It was different from the original. Its own kind of vibe, and I was like iffy on it. But I felt it was just one of those mindless movies you can watch. I loved Conor McGregor in it. I thought it was fucking great. And it was like, I don't know. It was, I was iffy on it. Like the plot, I was like, but I think it's a good movie to watch. It's just a great mindless movie. Yeah, I don't know. I did like it, and Conor McGregor was fucking great in it. Yeah, that's how I feel. What do you think, Slopdog?
Same thing, because I was worried it was going to be more like, they remake something and they do it like almost like word for word, and you're like, come on, like this, be original, like for the love of God. And like they really were original. It's not like they were saying the same things that they said, and it's just the same kind of idea, but it's not. Yeah. Oh, did you notice though? Like,
yeah, as long as they capture that original feel of it.
No throat ripping in this one though. No throat ripping. Spoiler alert.
Oh, now I'm not watching.
The Double Deuce was in it, but it was a restaurant. Did you notice that? Like next to the bookstore? Okay, so like, I mean, it's not like, he's just in a little town, and when he looks at that bookstore, next door to it, you'll have to watch it again, there's a restaurant, it says Double Deuce, because my husband's like, look, Double Deuce, and I was like, oh, that's
Does that mean 2 shits? Does that mean 2 shits?
I don't know.
I took 2 shits, I double deuced! Oh man, you got diarrhea, go, oh man, I double deuced.
I haven't seen the old Roadhouse in forever, so it's been.
I haven't either. Is that the name of the Roadhouse?
20 years at least.
Yes, in the old Roadhouse, it's called Double Deuce.
Fuck, I haven't seen it in years. Even though when I had it like cable, it played on TNT like every day for 24 hours a day. Yeah, you're like Roadhouse is on again if you want to watch it. I hadn't seen it in like fucking. I had cable forever, whatever. So yeah, now it makes me want to go watch the old Roadhouse. But
Yes.
I love that they fit shit like that in. I love when you play off like the old shit. Like I don't know, like remakes or like kind ofs are delicious. But yeah, when you like word for word it, like get
It's
the fuck
too
out
much.
of
But
here.
did you guys ever see the Family Guy when Peter's like, "Whose Roadhouse? My
Yes.
Roadhouse."
Yes, I saw that one.
Anyway,
I look
sorry.
like him, but I haven't seen it. And
I
but
watched. You know what I watched? My wife bought off of Vudu was Second Sight. I hadn't seen that movie in forever. I think I've watched
Oh,
it like
that's
4
good.
times.
that's Larry
So
Appleton's in it. Fucking Balky, right?
Yep.
Dude, I love
Oh,
him, and I don't know if he's in
Is it the
all the
guy with
lethal.
from Night Court too? Isn't
Yes.
it? The,
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I remember.
it's a good
all right.
one.
It's such a good movie.
Oh
I haven't watched
man,
that
and then
forever.
Bobby, yeah, oh man, that is a good one. That's we should all watch. We should.
Maybe-
Oh man, that's a good one. And then fucking like the
Maybe
other
that'll be on the
movies.
Tasteless adjacent reviews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alabama Tasteless, Jason's. And then what? I can't get it off. As a fuck, I can't think. What's that movie where I don't know if he's in all the Beverly Hills Cops, but I remember he's in Beverly Hills Cop 3, and he's like, oh, and he's like showing all these guns, and then Eddie Murphy's like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, no, I cannot. And I remember randomly that stuck in my head the other day. So yeah, he's in. Is he in all the Beverly Hills Cops too?
He's in
don't
1
know.
and 2.
He's in 3, right? Too.
Is he in 3? He might be in 3, but I know he's in
Very
1 and 2.
flamboyant.
Yeah.
Oh.
Surge.
He's like a gay
I
square.
think,
He's
I think
a
his
good
name
guy.
is Surge in there.
But
Yeah,
you
he's
know
like
what's
showing
weird?
him guns.
Because he's in the first one he was a he worked at the art gallery with his friend in LA or Hollywood or wherever. And then the second one he did the guns, I believe.
I just always like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, no, I could not. I was like, she keeps cutting something. Like I'm not even here, you fucking cunts. And
I've
Go
never,
ahead, Tom.
I've never even watched Beverly Hills Cop. I don't know how I missed it, but I know there's
What?
like 3 of them, and I know it's I don't know how like
Oh, I
like
love
growing up,
Beverly
like we
Hills
always
Cop.
watched all that crap, but I just somehow I missed it. I never watched it.
I think there's a new one coming to Netflix, right?
One of the main song just gets stuck in your head forever.
That's one of
And I'm whacking off. Still pulling on my pud. Almost there.
He had the Detroit Lions jacket.
Almost
I
there.
fucking always wanted that Detroit Lions jacket.
Okay. What?
On my
I-
jacket.
You almost wanted that. You almost bought a Lions hat when it took me 2 trips to the mall to buy my Orioles hat.
I know the Lions did really good this year.
Yeah.
But I've always, since I was a kid, that was one of the first football teams I absolutely loved. I think, mostly because of Barry Sanders. And I remember watching that movie and just loving his Detroit Lion jacket.
I remember, and sort of the same thing is like, I have an Oriole. Remember I said, it took me forever. Like, it took me I don't know, 20 years to buy an Orioles hat. I remember when I was younger, I was going to buy one. I'm like, it's kind of expensive. And then when I was out after sold the house, I'm like, I don't know. It was only $50, but to me, that's a lot of money to spend on a hat. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to spend it on a hat. So again, we went to the mall a couple times, and Bone was very happy about it. And
Yes.
then I bought.
Putting
the thing is,
the hat on and off for like 2 hours. Like, should I buy this? Looking at myself in the mirror. I don't know. What do you think? It is $50, but I have always wanted the Orioles hat. What do you think? Do you think it looks good? I don't know. Well, we'll come back. Well, no, maybe I'll keep trying it on.
Well, there's 2. Well, I just bought a pair of new glasses. I just got a pair of new glasses, right? And they say they're Ray-Bans, and I don't know. For some reason, I'm like, it made me think of Men in Black. And I'm like, oh man, these are awesome. If someone ever comes up with, they can't brainwash me, right? And no, but I remember when Men in Black came out, I always wanted Ray-Bans, but I never got them because I can't really wear sunglasses because I have glasses, and I'm like, I'm not gonna put a. But anyway, so these are like Ray-Bans frames, so I'm like, I'm fucking getting these, and they fit and they look nice and they feel good. So like it checked all the boxes. So for years I wanted Ray-Bans. They finally have Ray-Bans. Side note. I don't smoke pot a lot, but when I'm at night and I'm smoking, sometimes I look at the sky and I'm like, holy fuck. And I think I'm Men in Black. Are we just a marble? You know what I mean? Whatever. But anyway, and so the other thing was my fucking Orioles hat I've wanted for years. So I finally bought one. But the thing about it is they did really good this year too. So now I look like a bandwagon fuck. Remember like the Boston Red Sox won the World Series? Everybody had a Boston Red Sox hat, even people who weren't fans. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to be a hacky asshole. So people are asking me about the team, and I got to go, listen, dude, I went to, like, I remember, it means something to me because we went to go play a show. One of the first times when we were in Moist Chicken, we ever got to play a show. We were invited there by a band to play with them, and we're like, awesome. So we drove all the way down to, you know, we're in a white car. It says, no one knows I'm a lesbian on the back, filled with equipment in the back, 3 of us there. And we went to Baltimore, Maryland, and it was just a great experience. The show got canceled. We didn't know until we got all the way down there. But then we stopped by Camden Yards. And I don't know, I just maybe, and I always like the player Brady Anderson, cool sideburns, you know, because I'm a real fucking queen. And I was like, oh man, this is awesome. So I've always wanted an Orioles hat. So then people are like talking about the team, and I'm like, listen, man, I like the team. I follow them a little bit, but I'm not like a diehard. Like, I'm not going to be able to tell you the history of the Orioles. I'm not going to be able to do all this stuff. But now I do kind of follow up on the Orioles, since I don't know, I feel like I had to do some research, and I started watching some games here and there. So like I'm more. My wife's like, when did you get into baseball? And I was like, no, I'm kind of liking it.
So
anyway, so I'm watching. Yeah, so I got the hat. No, I love the hat, and I like the team, and I'm just like, oh man,
Sports.
Yeah, you know,
Sports.
Slopdog's checked out. Fuck you, sports.
Sports.
And, sports. But so I like it. But like it's funny. I'm like I love the hat, like the team, and I don't know. I think the team is great. I mean, so I don't know. I started watching the movie. But anyway, so I got my Orioles hat, my Ray-Bans on because I'm a fake asshole. I guess I don't know, but
everything just seems to be coming together for you.
That's right, motherfucker. What else am I gonna get?
I see now, like, it's gonna be open casket with the fucking Ray-Bans on and an Orioles hat,
Dude,
and a pocket full of Slim Jims.
Yes, if I die, like I said, I want everyone. I've always wondered what people look like naked. You know what I mean? I've always wondered if they die. I always want to peek under their shirt or their pants. What are they working with, right? So when I die, I'm gonna have no pants on. You want to look at my dick? Feel free. I don't give a fuck. I think maybe you want to know. So I'm going to have no pants on, or whatever dress shirt or whatever my wife puts me in. And then in my arm, it's going to be, cricked together, like kind of like opening. And I'm going to have a thing of Slim Jims in there. So you come, give your fucking last whatever goodbyes, grab a Slim Jim and get it the fuck out the door. You know what I mean? I think that'd be phenomenal. No? That's a good funeral.
I'm probably not going to eat. But I'll be there.
Why would you not? Or like I always say, my other option is to get stuffed, right? And then like pre-record voices. So if it's Christmas time, put in the Christmas one and like push it. And it's like, hey, Merry Christmas, everybody, or hey, isn't it great we're all together? You know, something like that. And just stuff me in the corner.
Orioles hat, wrestling belt in.
My wrestling belt's on my shoulder, and what are you saying? Hi, Mom. Merry Christmas.
Merry
I love
Christmas.
you. Do you remember that frame, both that Slopdog's mom recorded? It was like a picture of her, but you could record a message on the frame, and she gave it to our grandmother. And Slopdog and I would always laugh about it because she was like, the way she said it, she's like, "Hi, Mom. Merry Christmas. I love you." Like it was just straight in the way she said it, and we would mock it, make fun of it. And then we fucked with it so much, I think we erased it by accident and recorded ourselves. We're like, oh no! Now they're gonna know we fucking broke it. So then we just erased it fully. And then we would record stuff off the TV, like the Saved by the Bell episode, where it's like, oh, Jonathan, not here. Not now. Then we call people and prank them with it. So stupid. And then we had to erase it. And then I don't think they knew it was us, right? I think they might have been like, "Oh, send happened to the message." And we're like, "Oh, good, cover that."
I don't think Grandma just went up to it and pressed it every night to make sure it was still sent.
She's like, "My daughter gave me that."
I know, like about 15 years ago, maybe a little longer. One of my really close friends died in a car accident, and he was one of my really close friends. We did a lot of party. We were in band together. did a lot of drinking and stuff. And I remember when we walked into his wake, it was really sad, but we all started laughing because there was a group of us went in, and you know how people do the collages of everybody's pictures and stuff, like to remember? In the dev center was me, him, and two of our other friends at one of our like parties. We all dressed up like gangster, and we all had like sunglasses and hats on, and our pants were down to our ankles, and we were just in our boxers with our hands up, going like, "Hey!" It was like dead center in the middle.
Like that's the best
cool.
one.
Who's got the best dick? And see, I like stuff like that. I remember for our other friend who passed away, we had a picture when we were at like a Moist Chicken show, and he was with like a sex goat, like instead of a blow up doll, it was a blow up goat. There's a picture of him with it. So our other friend, blew it up like a big, like, I don't know, picture to put on your wall, like a fucking 32-inch TV size fucking picture. And he fucking and by the casket was this big picture of our friend with a blow up goat. I was like, how great is that? How great is that? The picture they decided to put up, like, of the kid who's dead, you know? And I'm like, oh my God. Like, and you know, that showed you good times too. And that was because it was him, one of the people who went to the show with us. And that Baltimore show, I remember we were waiting for the show. We didn't know what was going on. So one guy's like, well, I'm going to stay with the car. Because he didn't want his car to get fucked up. And we had just a backseat full of equipment. 3 fucking suburbs kids who've never been away from anything, you know? And so me and the kid who passed away were like, let's go for a walk. So, like, because we're stupid. And we walked.
Oh, we lost him.
He's gone.
First neighborhoods in Baltimore. And we're walking through. Yeah, so we went for a walk, and there's like fucking a burnt out building with music blaring out of it, people throwing stuff out of windows to each other, and we're like, let's turn around. So we on the block and left. There's a walk, and someone's like, hey, and I'm like, all right, well, here's where we get murdered, you know, or here's where we get the fucking fight. And we turn around, and we're like, what's up, man? And he's just like, oh, never mind, I thought you were someone else. We're like, all right, cool. And then we walked away. My buddy was like, he worked at like I was to say job lot or something. So he was just like, oh man, I had my razor. I was ready to go. And I'm like, you got your fucking mind. We're going to get our ass kicked. Let's get the fuck out of here. But the way we look, like my hair is always crazy and stuff. Like we look like, I think like we were more trouble than we would actually give you. And I remember being with the new version of Moist Chicken, not our friend Whitey, who was actually going to be on 25 Cents coming out soon, that sketch. And Whitey and I go, we're playing in Hartford, and we walk down the road, huh?
Webster Theater.
Yeah, we're playing the Webster Theater. Who the guy who booked the shows there went to some foreign country, and I don't know if he just went missing. I don't know. I hope he's okay. And but anyway, so we went down the road. God bless him. And so we went down the road, and we stopped. We had a gas station or something to get something. And then we were getting stuff, and then there were these 2 kind of gangster kids, like thugged out, whatever. And then they asked something about what the time was, or they talked to us, and Whitey went in his coat, and he was like, "Oh my God, I thought you were gonna pull out a gun," because that was around the time Columbine happened, and Whitey was wearing like a trench coat. And we laughed. And we're like, no. He's like, oh, shit, sorry, man. He's like, yeah, we thought you were going to blow shit up. And we laughed. And then I remember walking the road, and Whitey's like, I pulled a gun. I thought they were going to pull a fucking gun. And we're just like, oh, shit. So we got out of there. And we played our show. But, yeah, I remember being in some very, very, very bad neighborhoods when we played out. And it's just part of the thing. No clubs are ever in, like, good neighborhoods. I mean, I guess you want ruckus in their neighborhood, right?
It's true. Like, I've played, you know, a lot of clubs over the years, and some pretty fucking shady places.
Yeah, shady ladies, man. And, yeah, I don't know. I remember once I did a show, and I was single. I wasn't married or anything. And I remember I played a show, and we had to do an acoustic show because the drummer broke his arm or something. And I remember, like, I cut my pubic hair off and put it in bread and ate it. And then I remember after the show, I tried to pick up this girl. Surprisingly, she wanted nothing to do with me. And
wait, you ate your pubic hair on stage?
I missed that show. I cut off my pubic hair on stage, put it on bread I brought with me, and just took bites out of it. And it was like, anybody want a bite? No one took a bite. People were very like, well, that's weird. And then after the show, you know, we got dressed up and everything. And then I remember trying to hit on this girl, and she was like, she did not say Bellissimo. She was like, no, thank you. I will pass, pubic eating man. I'm like, hey, you think I eat my own pubic hair? What do you think I'm going to do to that pussy, bitch? Yeah, you know? And she wasn't taken. And anyway, what are you going to do? And I don't know, she's stuck up or something. I don't know. I see. You're a real stuck up fucking bitch. You won't fucking eat pubic hair with me?
Wow.
What, too fucking good? I suppose you don't want me to fucking sodomize you in the ass with a 2-liter bottle of soda, right? Come on now. What are we doing here? And,
remember when the big thing in colleges were champagne enemas?
oh, no, I don't know. I didn't go to college. I don't know.
I didn't go to college either, but I had a lot of friends that were in college, and I remember champagne enemas. Like, it was this thing where you, like, basically...
Got one?
You stood on your... You did a handstand, and people held your legs up, and they took a bottle of champagne, and they opened it, but they shook it, like, really hard, and then jammed it in your asshole, so it all shot into your ass.
That's broke. Did you do this?
I did not do this, no.
Oh. Did you hold legs at least, or no?
No, I didn't personally do this or help.
Did you hold legs as someone cried and you jammed a bottle in their ass? Did you fucking Breakfast Club this kid? Come on, man. Did you tape his butt cheeks together as well? What's happening? You gotta be a man. You gotta win. You gotta win, Bone. You gotta win. This family won't accept any losers. So this poor kid's crying with a taped asshole, and you shoved a champagne bottle up his ass. Jesus Christ, you've really become a monster in this episode. Jesus Christ.
The shaker. He shook it up.
He's like, drink it all, you little bitch. You want to hang with the cool kids?
I just never.
That's why it's
understood
called
it.
champagne. There's pain in it, motherfucker.
I understand it gets you drunk quicker, supposedly. Like when you're putting like champagne or alcohol in your ass, and like some people do like sniff cocaine off of people's assholes and stuff. But
Right.
just never.
You didn't do this. You
I
didn't
was
call
just
it
never into
champ pain. To be the champ, you got to go through some pain, and then you fucking. Oh man, Jesus Christ!
Slopdog's like,
What are you doing?
Slopdog's like, what did you do in the apartment? When did you live next door to me?
Yeah, that's what happened in your side apartment. He's doing champagnes with kids, fucking making them chug champagne up their asshole, and then you come over. Hey guys, how's it going? Like, just see some kid in tears. Slopdog, did you ever go there, see a kid in tears? Wonder what happened? No.
I did. No. That's a big thing of tape
Kids
over
just
on
red
the
in the
side.
eyes. Sorry, miss, I just had to become a man. Yeah, the balls, the tape in the garbage can, hair on it.
Hair on it.
Somebody did light off fireworks once inside the house.
Oh my God, she's got kids and shit. You could burn everyone alive.
It wasn't me. It was like
You are.
the upstairs bathroom had no
That's
like
what-
ceiling.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
somebody-
Yeah, it wasn't
somebody-
open.
So somebody was just like pulled one of my other friends in and goes, "Hey, I want to show you something. Watch. Go into the bathroom. Yep, and we're gonna shut the light off and shut the door. It's something really cool. Just wait to see it." And then he lit one of those big like things of firecrackers and threw it up over into the bathroom.
Oh my God, was that the same kid you made drink champagne on his ass?
No, we
Is this
did
part of
not
the
do that.
initiation?
We did
This
not
is
do
more
that.
initiation.
We had a couple
Jesus
people do
Christ.
Edward Fort. We had a couple people do Edward 40 hands at the house. That was when
That sounds weird.
basically you take two 40s and you tape them to somebody's hands, and they're
More
not
tape.
allowed. And they're not allowed to take the bottles off their hands until they're finished both 40s.
Jesus.
Jesus. More
Did
tears
you get-
involved in tape.
Did you make them scrambled eggs in the morning and call them baby angel? Was that like
Only the burnt eggs they got. If they fucking didn't pass the test, you get burnt eggs, bitch.
One of them didn't make it. I remember one time this one kid that tried it. He really wanted to do it. He's like, I want to do it with 40 hands. We're like, no, we don't think this is good for you. You're lightweight. He's like, no, I want to do it. I want to do it. And we ended up having to take the 40s off his hands because he was so drunk. He started throwing up. And I don't know what he ate, but it was thick and it clogged the sink. And I'm just like, fuck. We had to go out and get
Was it burnt eggs? Because you don't eat burnt eggs? That's what you gave him? Because he didn't deserve it? Because he couldn't finish the task? He couldn't be a man? You're going to write this in your fucking bio? What's it called? Bone? Tears and Tape? The Bone story? Yeah, you're in the book, pal, of Tears and Tape. You fucking pussy. You ain't no champagne. He didn't do the champagne either. This he's out of the club. He never came back to another fucking party.
One time, one of my friends...
Fucking Bones brothel.
He ripped my track jacket because he slid down on his stomach down the stairs, face first, and I think he went into the wall.
Jesus.
We fixed it. We went out and got the stuff to fix the wall.
That's fine.
You're like, my wall. You fix the wall, but he's bleeding. You're like, I don't fix yourself up, bitch.
He had rug burn because the stairs had rugs, so he had rug burn for like the rest of the time I knew him. He's the one that passed away, but he had rug burn all down on his forehead, like the side of his forehead and his shoulder from that.
Horrible.
That's the kid who passed away. He wasn't the kid who couldn't be in the club. He was another kid.
He partied hard. He could hold his liquor.
He was in the club.
He was in the club.
I want to make sure
he was
didn't get it.
He was a founding member. So.
Oh, that's the best. I love that.
I remember one time he came into my house all drunk, and like it was Christmas, and I had a Christmas tree up, and like we were playing Sing Star or something on the PlayStation, where you sing to the songs in the microphone, and he just ran over and grabbed the top of my Christmas tree and dragged it down and used it as a microphone. I was like, "What the fuck?
Wow. You're ruining Christmas!" Yeah.
You ruined it.
Oh my god. Jesus. Then you got mad at him. You're like, I fucking hope you died in a car accident. He died. You're like, oh, Jesus Christ. That put bad juju on him. Oh, that's a horrible joke. I apologize. And, oh my god.
I did not. I did not say that.
Oh my god.
I apologize. As soon as I said it, I was like, don't say this. Don't say this. And my brain was like, you're already halfway there. You got to finish. You got to finish. And, yeah, that doesn't do well. You should see me fighting with my wife. In my mind, we'll be fighting, and we're going off. And in my mind, I'm like, make a joke right here. And part of my brain's like, don't fucking do it. And I'm like, this is too funny to not say it loud. And then I'll say something, and then the fight goes on for 4 days.
It's like, I just imagined you like jerking off to something you saw on the internet, but it was like old dial-up, so everything, all the porn is like slowly showing up,
yeah,
and like right when you're about to come, it's you realize it's mom, it's her face, and you're just like, I can't stop now. I'm on the home stretch.
Hey, mom, I guess it'll be an awkward breakfast. Let's do this. And but can't look her in the eyes. Sometimes I would take, and a side note, I would take a big meaty shit, and I felt like I'd gone to prison. And then when I come on, I couldn't look mom in the eyes. I just felt dirty. I was like, oh, my God, this stuff happened in there. I got ripped apart. There's blood on the toilet paper. What happened? And, but it was like a bad night in prison. And, or, my God, I remember once trying to jerk off, and then you'd hear mom, she had to use the bathroom or something, and I'd be all mad because you don't want to hear your mom when you're jerking off. So it's just like, you know, she's knocking on the door, and you're like, and she's like, what do you do? You know, you finishing that? And I'm like, I am now. You can't fucking finish jerking it as you hear your mother's voice banging on the door. You're like, get the fuck out of here. I wish I could be someone who didn't mind that. You know what I mean? You're like, catch myself jerking off in the mirror and be like, oh my God, I really do look like my mother. And then fucking go, oh. You ever do that? No? Yeah, me neither. And, anyway, what are we talking about? And
I don't know. We went so far off topic. I don't even know what the fuck we were originally talking about.
I don't know either.
how about this?
Where are
6
we?
degrees. Kevin Bacon. I was just watching the news, and there's the high school where Footloose was filmed. Fucking, they it was like the last year because they're now moving buildings to another place. So somewhere in Utah. So they did a whole thing. They were doing like Footloose videos online, reaching out to Kevin Bacon. They wanted him to come to their prom, because the last year they're gonna have a prom at this school. So they're doing stuff, and he went on TV, and they did a thing on like Today Show or something, and he was on there with them. They were all in the assembly, and then he was just like, "Yeah." So Kevin Bacon's gonna go to the school's prom. You know what I mean? I hope he comes in and goes, "Let's dance," but he's got to go there for Footloose. But so I thought that was so awesome. He's going to be going to the school's prom. So all the kids are pumped, which I think is great. But it was just funny in the assembly. I remember seeing everyone pumped. But I'm like, there are a few people in that crowd who are like, who gives a fuck about Kevin Bacon? This school's gay. I hate this fucking school. I can't wait to leave here. There are people who don't want to be there. Because I remember going to school and them having pep rallies and people being like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, that bitch is a cunt. That guy's an asshole. I don't give a fuck about that person. I hate almost everybody here. Fuck this school. All I care about is that bitch if she's sucking in my dick. Otherwise, she's a real bitch. And I'm going to hard fuck her because I hate her. And,
Like, I'm only here for the turkey and gravy.
Yeah, I'm only here for turkey and gravy until I get that diploma and I'm fucking out of here, dude. But that's like, the whole school is like chaotic and crazy. I'm like, there's a couple people there who don't give 2 fucks Kevin Bacon's coming to prom. And but Footloose, what a fucking crazy premise for a movie. This is a town that outlawed fucking dancing. And that this whole movie, I love the movie though. As I watch it, it's just I can't stop watching it. I'm like, this is such a good movie. But it's so fucking stupid.
Yes.
The town outlaws dancing. And the school's like, we gotta fucking dance. And then like he's bad. They don't like the music. It's because like someone's kid died because they were listening to music and partying and they thought the music was involved. And then, and spoiler alert though, he's like, he gets into the town meeting. He's like, gets the Bible. What did the Bible do? What did he say? Oh, he danced and leaped before the Lord. Danced and leaped. They're like, oh my God. Then they got to fucking dance, and they're fucking learning to dance. It's outlawed. Don't have this in my house. Fucking Kevin Bacon gets in trouble, so he goes to a warehouse by himself and dances out the anger. Do you remember this? Like, never. However the fucking song goes, he's fucking busting all these dramatic, like acrobatic moves. He's swinging on. There's like a crazy bar for some reason hanging in this warehouse, and he's swinging on it like he's an Olympic motherfucking guy. And he's like just fucking dancing through the fucking thing. Never. It's just like he's dancing out his anger. Just anger dancing through this mill. Just anger dancing. It's unfucking believable. The premise. And then like when they're... Go ahead.
The only thing that would have made that movie better is the kid that died. If he actually was dancing and he like danced himself off a cliff. But that's the one. He was just on the cliff dancing like, be careful up there. And he's just dancing and he falls off. He's like, I regret nothing.
Fucking Johnny died dancing, dude.
This is what dancing gets you. It gets you
off a fucking cliff. He probably was like, oh man, I'm tired of my fucking priest dad figured my asshole. I'm jumping off this cliff. And what? And I don't know. And God bless America, priests, whatever, good ones. And but anyway, so he's like he's all like dancing his anger away. And then like it's so funny. I remember, and he's like the priest's daughter's a whore, go figure. And she's like fucking the bad boy. And then out of nowhere, then the new kid in town, and she wants to fuck this kid. And like they're dancing and everything. And then at the dance, she's all like, people are dancing, all these crazy fucking moves. And she's just like, ah. And somebody doesn't know the move. And you see her, she's like, ah! You're like, easy, bitch. Just came all over the floor like she's Jada Pinkett Smith listening to the fucking second verse of California Love. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And side note, Jada Pinkett Smith loved Tupac Shakur, right? I don't know if they fucked or not, but she was always like in love with him, right? Is that the case? I don't know. But
yeah, she made her career off of saying that she was like Tupac's like love or something, and he was her love.
Yeah, she loved him.
Really no
I feel bad. Oh yeah, now I'll settle for Will Smith, who's like a clean rapper and stuff. Dude, do you think like she made Will Smith fuck to California Love only the second verse on repeat? Yo, Jada, can we just not listen to California Love as we fuck tonight? Like, you want this pussy, Will? Then we gotta put on California Love. Repeat. Second verse, motherfucker. I want to hear Tupac believe he's fucking me. Not your fucking pussy ass, no swearing bitch ass. Now fuck this pussy, Fresh Prince.
Wow.
Oh, I took it too far. Anyway, I got it. But anyway, I don't know. I think I heard California Love on the radio and I saw that earlier. But anyway, yeah, this bitch is getting wet over all these people fucking dancing, and she's just fucking going bananas. I think I remember watching it with Bone once, and he's like, "That bitch got wet." Because the way she's screaming, she's like, "Oh!" And I'm just like, "Oh my god, this movie is so fucking ridiculous." And yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so Kevin Bacon's gonna be at that school, which I think is cool. Yep.
I think it's been an hour though.
What is that?
On that note, let's get the fuck out. Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up.
All right. Does anybody have anything else to say before we leave and Slopdog never comes back to the podcast? Nobody?
I think you're good.
Well, on that note, hopefully this podcast comes out. So say it the shepherd, so say it the flock. Bye, folks.
Good night.
Good night. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
What are you, some kind of dog dick? Dick.
Well, at least you're taking a real shower now. You're not just getting hosed off in the desert by the boys, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we
that was a worry.
sometimes will, you know.
Their
like
therapists were just like, you need to stop this.
I picture each of the boys having like a loofah and a long stick and like just kind of poking at you with it. You're like, no, stop! Ah!
What are we doing? This is podcast material. God damn it, let's go to the podcast.
The back of him looks like a chocolate fountain. Let's just wash it all off.
Spray him with the hose. No, stop! Ah!
Finger banging my asshole.
With the hose.
Let me get in here. Hold on. Fuck my mother.
Tips only.
Oh, open your mouth. I'm going to throw something in it.
I did catch the zucchini though in my mouth. Just explodes.
You
in the
just
mouth.
explode.
And then we have to go through.
It feels hot on your
It's
face.
really-
Like, if you want to be my lover, like, huh? It was beat. Throwing meat in my mouth. I don't know if he's in. Dude, I loved him.
I'm pulling on my pud.
Oh,
No, stop! Ah!
I'm only here for the turkey and gravy.
oh.